What is up? Today we're going to be going over how to take a cloud observation using the NASA Globe Cloud Observer app. So this is just how I've been doing it. I recently downloaded this app, and yeah, it's a cool citizen science project that basically anybody can take part in. And yeah, I found this on the official NASA website under citizen science projects. And yeah, as long as you have a smartphone, you can take part in this. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over how to take a cloud observation. It basically goes over how to do it if you've never done it yourself, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through it. So it's also going to record the date, time, and location that this information is being taken, and it's going to tell you what the solar noon is going to be. So that's basically going to be when the sun is going to be overhead compared to the nearest satellite passing or something like that. So you basically just have to set an alarm. So I went ahead and set an alarm on my phone, and yeah, so basically where I'm at right now, it's around 12:17, but that time is different, the planets move, the sun moves. So whenever I first started taking these pictures, solar noon was at like quarter to 12, and now it's almost quarter after. So yeah, solar noon does change, but yeah, so you can go ahead and set an alarm for what time you want to take your cloud observations. Usually around noon or solar noon is the best time, so that's the purpose of that. Next, it's going to ask you what your sky looks like. Does it have clouds or contrails? Is there a clear sky with no clouds or contrails, or is it obscure? Is it super smoky or dusty or hazy? Is there a lot of fog? Today we have some clouds, and it's looking, like only about 10 to 25% of the sky is covered. And then it'll ask you the deepest color of blue in the sky. It's just looking regular blue to me. The horizon is looking clear. And then it'll ask you if you're comfortable identifying clouds manually, or if you want to go through the guided cloud identification wizard. And since I've just recently downloaded this app and I'm kind of new to this whole thing, I definitely do the guided wizard. But before we go any further, I did want to show you one thing from the tutorial, and that's this cloud triangle. It says that it's a useful tool for determining cloud altitude or level, and yeah, I think that it is pretty helpful. So you can basically see that your cirrus clouds are at the top above 6,000 to 7,000 meters, and then you got your cirrostratus, your cirrocumulus below that, and below 6,000 meters you got your altostratus and your altocumulus clouds, and below 2,000 meters you have everything else. You have your stratus, your stratocumulus, your cumulus, your nimbostratus, your cumulonimbus, and a lot of times those names can be combined. It's just it's really easy if you understand the Latin. I mean, I took Latin in high school, and I still struggle with it, so it's kind of tough to pick up. But yeah, this cloud triangle it's pretty helpful. It also shows you how the different clouds can look. So it does give you examples whenever you're going through the wizard, but yeah, it shows you different types of puffy clouds, layered clouds, and wispy clouds, and just tells you about the wizard a little bit. It just tells you about it and what you're going to be doing. So first it's going to ask you about the contrails, and right now we do not see any, so we're just going to hit no contrails visible. Then it'll ask you about the kind of clouds you see in the sky. Are there any rain clouds? Are there any puffy clouds? Are there any layered clouds? And we're just gonna skip through this because this is just gonna be like kind of a test. I already took my cloud observation for the day, and yeah, so it'll ask you. We'll just hit yes for this one, and if it is this cloud, it'll ask you, is this your cloud? And you could click to view some more information about the cloud just to verify that it is. Sometimes it's really hard to tell, and honestly, there are so many more cloud names than are just listed in this app, so it's kind of like just you're identifying the broad category of the clouds. You're not really, so sometimes it's hard to be certain, so it'll give you a description of the clouds. So we're just gonna hit yes, that's it. And then if you hit keep going, eventually you'll hit the end, and it'll tell you wizard completed. Would you like to return, or are you done? So we're done. Then it'll ask you, here are the clouds you have identified, and if you want to change any of your information you've selected. You can also see more and change your selection from this screen. So we're just going to stick with our results, and now we'll check the cloud cover and the visual opacity. So this is just like how thick the clouds are. You know, are you able to see through your clouds, or are they like totally blocking? You can't see through them or through the other side. So opaque is not being able to see through them. Transparent is you can see through them basically, and translucent is you can kind of see through them. So usually most of the time, like cumulus clouds, those big fluffy clouds, are those are pretty opaque, but sometimes those cirrus clouds higher up in the sky are kind of transparent or translucent. So we're gonna go with translucent, and that is all we've identified for this screen. So now it'll ask you about your surface conditions. Is there snow and ice on the ground? Is there standing water? No. Is it muddy? Yeah. Is the ground dry? You know, it might be muddy in some places and dry in other places, so sometimes it might seem like you have answers that conflict, but that can happen sometimes. Some leaves on trees. No, it's the middle of winter for me, and it's not raining or snowing. So after you're done checking the surface conditions, it'll ask you if you want to take pictures of the sky. And today you can also add pictures manually. So if you already know your cardinal directions, your north, south, east, and west, then you can maybe take pictures before you get into the app, or you could use the app to take pictures. It has a compass within it. Otherwise, you can just kind of take pictures on your own time. But today we're going to go ahead and skip pictures and send all your cloud observation now, or you can go to your observations. You could share this on other platforms, and yeah. After you go to after you go to send all your observations in, it'll show you all the observations that you've collected, and you can just hit select all, or just hit the specific box, the specific file or observation that you're trying to collect, and then you could edit it or delete it, and then you'll be able to compare it to other data. You'll be able to see a lot of other measurements, your observations, or you'll just be able to send all your observations into the Globe app. Also, I forgot to tell you that on the home screen of the app, it'll show you, you know, like over time you'll start to develop a streak. So right now there's also this app, you don't just have to do clouds. So there's also land. This is one of the most major features of the app. I'm surprised I didn't mention this earlier, but there are you don't just have to do clouds. So you can take pictures of the land, environment, and trees, or you can also do you can send in observations and results for mosquito habitats. So right now we've just been doing the clouds, and so you kind of can follow a streak. So right now we've just been doing it for 40 days, and yeah, I'm almost at my 50th day badge. So yeah, I'm pretty new to this, and I'm still learning a lot about, you know, like what types of clouds there are and everything like that. So yeah, but it's cool it's a cool citizen science project that basically anybody can take part in, and I kind of wanted to share it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and keep looking up. Have a good one.